This is WorkSpan TV, and I'm Rose Stanley.
And I'm Lenny Sanicola.
Today we're going to be talking about service level agreements and why negotiating performance guarantees can bring value to your organization. Lenny, what are service level agreements?
Service level agreements or performance guarantees represent a promise made that a service will live up to certain expectations or that a product will perform over time at an acceptable level of performance during a contract period or another stated period of time. It really is a performance appraisal for a vendor. It's the items that two parties mutually agree to live by.
Why are they important, Lenny, to an organization?
Well, for a variety of things. First of all, benefit people, HR people, total rewards professionals, they partner with many service providers, and they really represent an extension of the organization, an extension of the human resources department. So it's all about the customer experience, the customer being the employee. If the employee doesn't get good service, that is a reflection on the organization. So the value is not only the fact that an employer can rely on these partners to do certain transactions and get certain things done for the organization, but it's really critical that they serve the employee well, and that's where the value add really comes in.
And even though you don't want any of these vendors to go below those service level agreements, if they do, then the organization can have something to come back onto and talk to them about?
That's correct, and that's where the rubber meets the road. One of the components, which we'll talk about in a bit, in terms of performance guarantees, is having a negotiated fee reduction. So basically the parties agree that if certain things aren't met, there will be financial penalties.
So Lenny, then what are the components of a service level agreement?
So in addition to the negotiated fee reduction, there's performance standards and performance measures. So a performance standard is the benchmark against which the actual performance is measured against. And the performance measures are really the assessment. So how do I assess whether or not the service partner is indeed living up to the desired objective? So it's really the performance measure is the assessment of whether the performance is good or bad.
What are some examples of some service level agreements?
Broadly speaking, most performance guarantees cover areas of accuracy, timeliness, quantity, and quality. So that would be around the services that the partner provides or the vendor provides. So that could be in the areas of account management, customer service, record-keeping services, reporting processes, even data maintenance and integrity. An example might be in the plan administration area, a performance guarantee like 98% of the standard plan sponsor reports must be received by the plan sponsor within, so many business days following the close of a reporting period. You may also have metrics around satisfaction surveys. So you could have a survey of your employees and have them rate the service partner's performance over a variety of things, account management, customer service, and based upon those scores, determine whether or not the level of performance has been achieved.
Again, back to that performance management for the vendor.
Yes, that is correct.
So we know that it plays a very large part in the benefits area. Can you be more specific about what some of those service level agreements would be within the benefits area?
Sure, let's talk about health plan services first. So in the health plan service area, the most common is around claims processing and ID member card fulfillments. Let's take the member fulfillment of cards. You might have a performance guarantee that says accurate ID cards are mailed to the employee's home of record within 10 business days upon the employee enrolling in the plan or upon a date of a change of transaction or something along those lines. Claims processing would be around accuracy of claims, of course, and within accuracy of claims also that they're processed in a timely basis. So within receipt of the claim has to be processed within 10 working days. You could also build into that the appeals process. So if a claim is appealed and has to be elevated, that there are timelines in how long that appeal will take. In the retirement space, you could have performance guarantees around the accuracy of pension calculations, the accuracy and timeliness of retirement or other plan distributions. It could be around record-keeping services, the quality of record-keeping services. You may have a performance guarantee around the accuracy of benefit estimates and pension calculations, or even the receipt of the valuation report. You define benefit plans, you have an annual actuarial valuation, making sure you receive that from the actuary within an agreed upon time frame. For defined contribution plans, typical performance guarantees center around participant statements. So quarterly statements are accurate and they are available within, as an example, 20 working days from the close of the calendar quarter. So those are just some examples. There's many, many more.
So Lenny, are there any benefits to the service providers for these types of arrangements?
If they perform well, from a financial perspective, they don't have to give up any dollars, obviously is an advantage. But I think more important than that is they have a very good reputation within the benefits community. So when it comes to references and the ability to get additional service, I think doing well and performing well leads to a renewal of contracts with the current employers that they have relationships with, and also offers them an opportunity for additional relationships within the community.
Any final thoughts, Lenny, on this?
The only thing I would say is make sure that you negotiate this before you sign the final contract. So in other words, don't pick a service partner or sign a contract and then negotiate the performance guarantees. That should be part of the negotiation and contract forming process. Once you've gone through that and you've looked at some national data benchmarks, you looked at the service partner's own reporting of how they have performed, and you look at the uniqueness of your workforce, the infrastructure in place, administration concerns, then you go ahead and you go negotiate what those deliverables are. So up front, the expectations are there, then you sign the contract, and then you have the contract to basically hold everyone accountable moving forward.
Thanks so much for that great overview. For World at Work and WorkSpan TV, I'm Rose Stanley.
And I'm Lenny Sanicola.